Okay, today on the Cowbridge Kitchen, I'm going to be making something slightly different. Maybe some of you haven't attempted this before, but if you haven't, you should, because we are going to show you how to make a meatloaf. It's an American type dish, pretty simple to make, needs quite a few ingredients, okay? So I've got them all listed here for you to take a look at. So you can pause the video now and have a quick look through these ingredients, or you'll be able to find this recipe on my website as well. So let me show you the ingredients that we've got down here, and we'll show you how to get this together. So as you can see, we've got our red onions that are sliced and diced. We've got our thyme, brown sugar, egg, ketchup, brown sauce, beef stock cube, minced beef, breadcrumbs, so on and so forth. All the things that were in the list. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this meatloaf in two sections. Okay, we're going to make the topping for the meatloaf with the ketchup, the brown sauce, the brown sugar, so on, and then we're going to make up the meatloaf mix itself. So let me show you the topping, then I'll show you how to put the meatloaf together. You're going to need a saucepan, and let's get the heat on that saucepan under there. And then we're going to add our ketchup straight into that. Your brown sauce. And get those mixed together in the pan. Okay, on top of that, you're going to need to put your brown sugar. Get that all mixed in. And then lastly, you're going to want 10 millilitres of Worcester sauce and 10 millilitres of light soy sauce mixed into there. Okay, so while that sauce is simmering there on the stove, we'll leave that simmer down for about 5 minutes or so, then we'll whack it off the heat and just set it aside. Let me show you how to put your meatloaf together. so with our meatloaf mix all made up there now, all that's left to do is to get our oven on, and what we want to do is to put this oven on about 180 and get that preheated while we load this meatloaf mix into our loaf tin. There, so pop our oven on about 180, get that warming up. Okay, so we have ourselves a nice small loaf tin here, and what we're going to do is we are going to load this meatloaf mix into this tin. You may not get it all in, depends on the size of your tin, but you should pretty much get it in, most of it in there, and squash it around so that it fills the whole tin. Yeah, that's all looking pretty good. Get it all compacted. There we are, so that's all formed quite nicely into that tin. And the last thing we're going to do now is the sauce we made earlier. We're going to coat the top of this meatloaf with that sauce, and then it can go in the oven. We need to leave it in the oven for about an hour or so, maybe 45 minutes. But what we'll do is we'll check it after 45 minutes with the temperature probe. If the juices are unclear, it's cooked. Okay, let's get this barbecue sauce on top of there. So just drizzle that so that it goes all over the top. That's going to give a lovely coating there to the top of this meatloaf. Beautiful. And there we are. Our meatloaf has been cooking in the oven now for about 45 minutes, and I've just checked it and popped the temperature probe in there, and it's at 80 degrees, 76 to 80 degrees. That's well cooked. So we're going to whip it out of the oven and leave it on the side to rest, then we can serve it up. Beautiful.